Hi, Becca. How are you?
Yeah, I'm well, thank you, Neil. How about yourself?
I'm very good. I'm excited because we're talking about books and reading today. Mm-hmm. And I really love reading. How about you?
Yeah, I like reading as well. I do like reading. How often do you read, though?
Well, I read every day, but different types of things. So I do. I sit down and read for the longest period of time and the most serious kind of book when I'm traveling to and from work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And when I'm at home, I read stuff that's not so difficult because usually at home I just fall asleep if I read.
Yeah, so I see a lot of people reading on the tube, and I wish I could be that kind of person. But for me, I only read when I'm in a relaxed environment. So, like, sometimes I'll go to the park in summer or take a book to the beach. So I do like reading, but I don't read as often as I feel like I should.
So, Becca, what kind of books do you like to read?
I like short books. I sometimes feel a bit stressed when I see a long, thick book. A lot of the books that I have on my shelf at home are poems. Poetry is a form of literature that it's usually quite emotional and a lot shorter than a short story or like a novel, for example. Poems, they also sometimes have a lovely kind of sound quality to them if you read them loud. So some of the words might rhyme and they use a lot of metaphor. So I really enjoy short stories or books that have lots of poems in them. How about yourself, Neil? What stories or what books do you enjoy?
I like fiction. So fiction is when the story is not true. It's made up by the writer. And I like novels. And novels are fiction books that's just one quite long story. So, you know, probably more than 100 or 150 pages. Otherwise, it's a short story. And short stories are shorter.
Yes. Have you ever read a non-fiction book? So maybe something that's based on like a real event or like a biography from someone's perspective that you really enjoyed?
Yeah, I like reading biographies as well. So a biography is somebody's life story. I like biographies of musicians and people like that.
Yeah, I know you play guitar, so music seems to be quite a hobby that you enjoy.
Yeah, definitely. And I like reading about the lives of people who've worked in music. Do you like non-fiction?
I prefer to watch non-fiction. I prefer to watch documentaries. I haven't read many non-fiction books.
Do you have a favourite author? An author is a person who writes books.
Yeah, so actually a lot of my favourite authors, some of them have written novels. I prefer poets, so authors that have written poems, and I prefer them because they're quite moving and usually quite short as well. So I find that the authors that I enjoy the most write short things, like poems or short stories.
Okay, let's recap some of the vocabulary we've heard in this podcast, starting with fiction. Fiction is a type of writing where the story is not true, it's made up. And the opposite is non-fiction. Non-fiction is a true story.
And our next word, novel. A novel is a fiction, and it's usually a longer story.
We also heard the word biography. A biography is a type of book about a person's life. And if that person wrote the story of their own life, it's called an autobiography.
We also mentioned poems. Now, poems are a shorter piece of writing, even shorter than a short story or a novel, and the sounds of the words and the ideas are very important in poetry.